Thank you for coming by, spending a few minutes with me. It's Marshall from Savannah's Rock Station, Rock 106.1. Chris Daughtry
Thanks for having me, man.
Is right here with me. So we actually had a quick Zoom session at the end of January. You
Yep.
probably do a bunch of them, so you may not remember it. But all my fancy notes. But one thing we talked about when we were talking in January is you're working on Shock to the System Part 2.
Correct.
But we were talking a lot about the damn music video and how great it turned out and how the end of it kind of led to a potential sequel. Now, you said you were going to think about what song on this new EP could be that song that leads to that sequel. Have you come up with that song yet?
You know, it's a good question. I don't know if there's another song on this record that lends itself to that concept. At least it hasn't hit me yet. Mm-hmm. It could, sometimes these songs, I'll write them about one thing, and then months later, by the time we get it mixed and mastered, I'll revisit it and go, oh, it means this now. Now it can fit, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So there's always that possibility.
Well, I hope there is, because that video, as we talked at length, is absolutely incredible. I'd love to see some sort of sequel, because we talked about it as a sequel world out there.
Thank you, man.
So with Welcome to Rockville, this is your very first Welcome to Rockville.
First Rockville,
Have
man.
you played in Daytona before?
I have not.
And, well, here's the thing, and I don't know who scheduled you at 4:20 in the afternoon in Daytona. That person doesn't like you, because the sun is going to be cooking your brand new tattoos.
To be the case. When I saw that, I was like, okay, this is either going to be a great spot or the worst spot. But we have played in the direct sunlight at festivals before, and it is extremely brutal. But regardless, we're going to have a blast, and it's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be
nobody's going to die. Nobody's going to faint.
We're crossing our fingers,
yes.
At least. Yeah.
Got my electrolytes here.
I see that. All right. Hydration is key, as they always say. So, I mean, after this show, I think you have a little bit of a break, right?
A bit of a break.
Yeah.
And then we go out with Creed in July, and it's going to be a good year.
What's the thing about going home that you're looking forward to? Obviously, the wife, the kids, but like, you just want to jump in the pool for a week, or are you actually like working through this kind of break before you hit the road again?
My wife, my kids, and my dog. I miss my dog. But we're going straight home into, I live in Nashville, and it's going to be equally brutal in the heat department. So
yeah.
It'll be a lot of indoors, chilling out, and just, at least 48 hours of hopefully nothing.
Okay, so no work. We're not doing any work on this break before we go back out with Creed. So you're not going back in like the studio or anything?
No. We're on the. We're on the final stretch of mixing right now. On the second half, it's done, but we're in the mixing phase. So no studio work.
So what's it like coming from Vegas all the way to the East Coast here, pulling off a show? How do you get yourself prepared? You talked about the electrolytes. Very important. Coming off the bus, ready to play. But like, is there something that like you have to do? Like, do you have to go meditate for 10 minutes? What's the like pre-show ritual for you that lets you come out here and do this?
Yeah,
on such little sleep.
Do a little warm ups and see what I'm working with, and hoping for a miracle. Usually, this time of day we're getting ready for sound check, so I don't need it all yet.
Yep.
And it's usually ready by show. Today I need it to, get up a little earlier. So we'll see what happens.
Well, we're excited to see you on the main stage, Apex stage at 420 today. I got one more question. I'll let you go. I know you got a bunch of interviews to knock out. Obviously, you're stepping up for Brad
Yes.
Arnold of Three Doors Down. He recently announced that he's battling cancer. Obviously, the best of wishes to him.
Absolutely.
We've all had people in our lives affected by cancer, and we know he's going to kick the living shit out of this cancer.
Absolutely.
He's such an amazing guy, but you've known him for a very long time, and I think you're pretty good friends with him. What's it like to step up for a band like that, and for Brad, and what kind of guy is he? Because you know him, I think, a little bit more than most people do.
Well, one, it was a no-brainer when they asked if we would, be willing to take over those dates. It was an honor to step in and fill that spot. Brad is one of those dudes that would give you, the shirt off his back. I mean, he's just exactly what you see. He's a sweet, humble guy. I've known him, ever since I started in this business, and he's always been a huge, supporter of ours, and vice versa. And we toured together back in 2012, 2013, and it was some of the most fun times I ever had. The guy, he is a nonstop jokester. I can't remember. I can't remember a day that went by on that tour that I wasn't just laughing my ass off at something that he said. But yeah, man, we wish him all the best, and our hearts are with him.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough play for him, but he is definitely going to kick cancer's ass. He seems just like the nicest guy on the planet.
He really is.
All right, man, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you do your thing. I know you got a long day ahead of you. Plus, you got to take care of the stage work at 420. You got to kick ass and kick the Sun's ass, more importantly.
We're going to kick that Sun's ass today.
All right, Chris Daughtry, thank you so much, man.